is going on, everybody? It is Chris
Howdy.
and Jacob from Backyard Performance. It has been a long time since we made a video.
Very long time.
A very long time. A lot of stuff has happened. A whole host of stuff has happened. So anyway, we just wanted to give you a little idea of what's been going on. So in the very last video that we made, we went and picked up a transmission for Jacob's 350Z.
Yes, sir.
Jacob doesn't have the 350Z anymore. He has a 280Z. And around that time is when I got my GTO. I still have the GTO, but I don't have the Camaro anymore. I sold the Camaro, bought an Audi A5, and then I sold the Audi A5, and I bought a Trans Am, and then I bought a truck, and then I sold that truck and bought another truck. And Jacob also bought a bike.
And I got rid of my old truck and got a new truck.
Yeah, which we're in right now, which is very nice. We're going right now, we're going to pick up some parts for Jacob's new build. And a little later on in the video, we'll go through it and kind of explain what all is going on and what all has happened and will happen.
There's been already a lot of stuff that's went on so far.
Yeah, a ton of stuff. And we were thinking about recording it, just never got around to it.
It just takes so much time, and it just slows everything down so much recording stuff. But
yeah, it's still a lot of fun.
yeah, I know it'll be
With the
worth
right
it later
people.
on.
Yeah. Well, that way you get this documented, and I get my shit documented. And, you know. Anyway.
I got 10 LS motors over here.
I do. Yeah, I have a ton of LS motors now.
Oh my god.
But anyway, we're going right now. We're gonna pick up an intake manifold for him. He only has a couple of things left, and the intake manifold is one of them. So we'll show you that in a minute and kind of explain what its purpose is and what he's doing with the car, and then this is what we just went and picked up. Just went and got some Mountain Dew. No, but Holley dual plane for a Cathedral Port LS or a Rec Port LS, really. But this is one of the last things he needs. All he needs left is what, a carburetor?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes,
But
sir.
I guess you can see where we're going with this. It is going to be an LS platform car. Anyway, we went and picked this up. He's going to get a carburetor sometime soon. But this is going to be really nice. A single plane would have been also nice, but the dual plane's also nice. So,
Single plane's nice, but this is also nice. It's all nice.
yeah, it's all nice, and it's Holley. And I hope you get a Holley carb, unless you get a quick fuel. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, this is what we've been up to the past year. I'll just make this extremely short. This is like a whole year just shrunk down into just a few minutes. So, had the old 350Z, got rid of it, traded it for this Honda CBR 1000 RR. Super cool. It's a liter bike. It's got an exhaust and a couple other small little things on it. It's very fast, way faster than his GTO.
oh,
So traded the Z for that, and then ended up buying this 1977 Datsun 280Z. Had an inline 6 L28 in it originally. That's sitting right there. Took it out a week after I got the car. I'll insert a picture right here, me doing that. Then was going to do an RB25 swap, or I was going to do a VQ swap. Then I said no to that. Was going to do an RB25 swap in this, then the whole virus thing shut everything down, so it makes it really hard to get imported parts and all that. And so I just decided on the cheapest and best option, which is this. I bought a 5.7 LS1 aluminum block, and I just got it back from the machine shop yesterday. Basic specs on it. It's got a TSP or Texas Speed Chop Monster cam. I got the comp cams tuning upgrade. It's on 799 heads, which are pretty much the same as 243 heads. I think mostly everything inside is stock. I got a Holley mid-rise carb style intake dual plane manifold for it just now. That's what we just went and picked up with Doofus over there on his Kubota. Picked that up, and I have pretty much everything I need to get it running except for the carb itself, which I should be getting soon. Video showing this motor running on the stand should be going up pretty soon, and I'll do a whole video dedicated to this. And I know it's kind of hard to dumb down a whole car and build into just a minute or two, but yeah, so it is going to be a stick car. Bought me a T56 out of a Z28 Camaro. Got all that, got the drive shaft, need to get it resized. I think that's mainly everything with the build. I mean, it's obviously got brake, suspension. I'm gonna do body work later on, blah blah blah, interior, bunch of stuff, bunch of fun stuff. But I also got rid of my old truck. I don't know if anyone remembers, but I did have an 06 Cummins, which I did end up selling, and I got that bad boy over there. It's a 2019 F250 with the 6.7 Power Stroke in it. So yeah, I guess I'm pretty fancy. Big baller over here. Then this dude over here has been changing vehicles, like he's going through women over here.
Oh, hold on there. Maybe you, not me.
Hey, no. No, Mike's the one who goes through all the women.
Mike goes through a ton of women. It's like every night there's a new woman at his house.
What a drifter. Alright, so that's pretty much the wrap up for what I got going on in my little shop here, if you want to call it that. But we got everyone on the channel. We didn't get a whole lot of videos of it, but our friend Travis has a 70s Ford Maverick that he's putting a small block Ford, I think a 302 into, and his motor's at the same machine shop right now that I just picked mine up from. So he'll be getting that in a couple weeks hopefully, and then may get some videos of progress on what he's got going on there. But that car will be pretty sweet. This dude's got a whole sea of stuff going on.
God.
We're gonna have to go right after you see this. We're gonna be going over to his house hopefully and just doing a quick rundown of what he's got going on and what we're planning on doing in the future and stuff like that. But yeah, we got that, and then our friend Birkin. Was Birkin in a video?
I don't think so. I don't think Birkin ever made a video.
Oh, well, insert picture here of Birkin's face. Put that sweet picture. I know exactly what I'm going to put in here too.
Yep.
But Mr. Birkin got himself a 3-valve, or he does have a 3-valve, and he bought himself an On3 turbo kit, which... Did he say what is going to be going on? I really don't know.
That's supposed to be a couple of weeks ago. But
It's in progress. That's what it is. It's in progress. But we'll try and get some clips of Birkin's car, and then yeah, we're gonna go to his house, go show all his junky cars, and then that'll probably be a wrap for the video. This is just video showing we're not dead. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, yet. And sorry for the video quality's not the best. I'm just using a GoPro. Yeah, so we'll be back in a few minutes, or probably right now, because I'm just gonna edit this. But yeah, good deal.
You fat white.
Oh, we're back, boys.
It's freaking hot in Texas.
We're back, boys. Mr. Cowboy over here.
Okay, so a lot of stuff, like we said, a lot of stuff has happened, and we've gone through a lot of different cars since the last time we made a video. So here's for my stuff. I still have the GTO. It still has the same motor in it. It is on the bottle now, finally, and I don't really know what it makes, like 750, 800 at the tire, somewhere around there. It's decent.
Quote unquote.
He said, I never see it, I never see it.
Hey, there's no proof. No proof.
It makes 760 foot-pounds of torque, I know that.
No.
So, still got the same motor. This right here, I bought as a spare. I built another motor for it, but I bought this as a spare, and I'm in the middle of taking it apart. I don't really know what I want to do with this. I bought Gen 4 rods and pistons for it and a crank, but I don't know if I want to use it or not. I think I want to go 408. I really think I want to go 408 because the whole rotating assembly is $1,300 from Summit, and that's for forged everything. So it's kind of no brainer. The heads are sitting over there. They're junk 317s.
Junk heads.
I'm gonna do some AFR heads on it. I'm not too sure yet. It's not done yet. So that might be going in that, or the other one might be going in that, or that might be going in the Trans Am, which I'll show you in just a minute. So here's my new tow rig. Didn't tow very well compared to his truck because it's 24 years old. 7.3 Power Stroke. It's fairly stock. Has a full 5-inch, 3-inch downpipe. Of course, cosmetic. It has a lot of cosmetic stuff. I know the turbo's been gone through. I think it has. I know it doesn't have a wicked wheel on it, but I know it has some kind of compressor wheel. I don't know what it is though. The interior is pretty nice. I'm in the middle of doing a leather seat swap. That's why the driver's seat is leather. But all the headliner and the dash have been wrapped in this like floral pattern leather. And my hat rack goes up here. That's pretty cool too. I have a small system in it. All the speakers are Alpine, really nice Alpine speakers, and I have one Sundown SA12 in there. But it's on a really small amp, and that junky head unit you can't really tune very well. So it sounds decent. It'll vibrate. It'll like flex the roof and whatever, what have you. But you know, that's not. I have traction bars for it. They're sitting over there.
Over in the grass.
Yeah, in the grass. I bought them like 3 weeks ago, and I could put them on easily, but trash can.
Yes, sir.
I have a 2017 front bumper for it. I still have to order the brackets. That's neither here nor there. This tailgate is getting repainted along with the hood, which isn't too bad, and the cowl, which is pretty bad. I got an intercooler for it just the other day, so I'm looking for some early 99 7.3 charge pipes because they fit right onto this truck pretty much.
He's got blacked out painted windows.
Yeah. So it's got 0, 00, 55, and 15 on the windshield, which is nice. I love it. But see, here's what I was talking about. It's kind of, you know, it sat out in the sun for a little bit. The old man owned it before my buddy did, which I got it from. So I'm getting these two painted along with the tailgate. I had some American Forces on it, but I gave them back to my buddy because I didn't like them. But I'm getting some 16 by 12 Mickey Thompsons for it. I'll keep the same tires and just nice chrome wide wheels. That's perfect for me. It's got CP headlights, got a brand new grille, brand new chrome all the way around the truck. This bumper's brand new, but I'm taking it off. I color matched the grille, and I'm also ordering some clear tail lights for the back. Those look really cool. Okay, on to the next thing. Oh, by the way, it's on the 7-inch lift.
And it sits the same ride height as my truck does. By the way, there's a better look at my truck. Basically just bone stock F250, but carrying on.
So I just picked up this, Jacob and I just picked up this trailer a couple of weeks ago. So that's new. This is my 1999 WS6 Trans Am. I love this car. I had it for about a month, and I grenaded the transmission in it.
4L60 probs.
Yeah. And it was a stage 3 built 4L60. I have all the paperwork for it and everything. But I put a Yank 36 or 3800 in it, something like that, and it didn't like it in it. Took a shit. The guy that had it before me bought it off of an old man in North Carolina. It sat in the garage its entire life. Sat in the garage its entire life. And the guy that had it before me plasti dipped the back bumper, and I had a car cover on it for the last 3 months because I haven't been driving it, and it just ripped it off. So I got to get that painted. Of course, American Racing wheels. I was getting these off of my buddy's uncle, and I still haven't gotten the front. So the front wheels are off of the GTO because the GTO is on full welds now. Pretty much stock interior. I have the center console out. Maybe you can stick the camera in there.
A little bit.
The dash is only cracked in one spot, and it's not even bad, so I'm very lucky about that. I have all the factory leather seats for it, and they're wrapped up in the attic so that it don't get torn or anything. So I have cloth in it right now. The hood is one of my favorite parts of the entire car. You probably can't see it. Well, you might be able to. The guy that had it before me had these white stripes painted into the hood, and they're like a pearl white, which is just beautiful when the sun hits it like it is right now. Of course, pop up and down headlights, gotta love them. Let me see. I probably can't pop the hood, but I bought this car pretty much built. Not built how I would do it, but the guy had head gasket issues on his LS1, so he took it and had it bored 30 over. So I guess it's a 6.2.5 liter or something like that. It's really weird. Factory crank and everything, so factory stroke. And I got it. It had a Texas Speed like trash tune on it, and it was just awful. So I had my buddy David Zabonic. He came in the day I bought it, tuned it, just how I like it. And then I went, and it wasn't enough power for me, so I got an LS6 manifold, and I created too much vacuum, and I blew a hole in the LS6 manifold, so I bought a Dorman LS2 manifold, which is exactly like the Fast 92. So that's on it right now, and I had that on it for about 2 days before the trans blew up, so I didn't even get the bigger injectors in it yet, so that kind of sucks. This car is beautiful. This is one of my favorite cars. I've always wanted one, and now I have one, so at least I get to say that.
And then this is a little bit of a project trailer.
Yeah.
Because he bought it for cheap, and I mean, it's pretty neat trailer. It's a gooseneck trailer, not a bumper pull, so works out better for him, easier to maneuver. There's my truck seats. Yeah, it's got a little cargo area in here. It's really nice. I can fit both cars, not both cars at the same time, but each one of them on here, which is also a very good thing. And you got a place to hold your tires at, or wheels if you want to put some. And there was a winch up there, but you remove the winch in the front because, I don't know, I guess you don't need it right now.
No, but if I do, I could literally, those bolt holes, just bolt it right in and winch it. But I wanted enough room, at least enough room, to fit the cars on here if I had to pull it all the way up. Or let's say we're at some races in Mexico City, and I have the trailer and I have a car on the trailer and it's off, and I'm racing in Mexico City, and the cops show up in Mexico City. So I have to get right on the trailer, and if that's there and I hit it, it's not too happy. So yeah, this is a lot of stuff I have going on.
Now we can go show the GTO real fast, because it's been months, yeah, and it's had a little bit of changes to it.
It definitely has.
Over here driving around with no interior in it, and
No hood.
oh yeah, no hood.
It has a hood now 'cause it rains.
Yeah, the only reason the hood's on it right now is because because he doesn't want it to get all wet underneath the engine bay and all that. But
So I was being really stupid, and I took the car to Texas 2K, Texas 2K20, and I took it there without a hood on a trailer, and I got it off the trailer maybe twice the whole weekend. It's kind of worthless, but all that salty air and salty water from when it rained got all inside the engine bay, and it looks like junk. It looks so bad.
it's
Everything
fine.
that looked really nice looks awful. I need to wash really bad. So I went from, I don't even know if I even had radials the last time we made a video, but I bought some Weld Pro Stars. I had radials on them, and if anybody knows, radials suck on the street. They're really good on the track, they suck on the street. So these are somewhat brand new. I've made maybe 10 passes on these. It's not a full interior car anymore. It has no interior besides for the back seat, like the back seat rest. That way if I have a passenger, because that happens fairly often, I have a passenger, they can at least have a backrest.
And those harnesses, I don't think we ever made a video, but I ended up putting a Corbeau seat and Corbeau harnesses in my old 350Z, and I ended up parting out the car before I traded it for that bike that I got now. And I had those harnesses laying left over since I sold the seats, but the person didn't want the harnesses, so this dude needed harnesses, so those are my harnesses. He bought them off me for like 20 bucks because I gave him a steal.
He said 60 and then he said 20 and he said okay.
Yeah, so 20 bucks for a set of like $100-something harnesses, that ain't too bad.
Nothing much has changed underneath the hood, but a lot of people haven't seen it, so I'll show it anyway. Damn it. So for now, oh shit, okay, well that's probably what I just pulled off. For now, it's still the LS1. Now has a BTR Stage 4 cam. I had the heads sent out to Frankenstein. I had them port the heads. They're still factory 241 heads, but they're ported the Stage 2.5, I think, from Frankenstein, which means something that I don't really know. All the nitrous kit is wired up. I got a Lingenfelter LNC 2000 for all my timing. That's really cool because I have two-step, I have everything, and it also controls retard. So as soon as I flip as soon as I flip my nitrous kit on, it retards timing by 8 degrees, however much. That's really cool. It's on a 300 shot. That's also pretty cool. It's scary.
Nah.
Still on a stock trans.
Still going through a T56.
Yep, still a T56.
Somehow hasn't blown up.
I did ruin the LS7 clutch that I bought the car with. I ruined that clutch and I put a McLeod twin disc in it, so that's good for like 1,200 horsepower. So I'm never going to exceed that limit because of just the car itself just won't handle it.
Yeah.
I'll sit around 1,000, 1,050. That's plenty enough for me. But it's still a pretty car. I love looking at it. I have to wash it and put a car cover on it, but because of paint. But
nah.
Still my favorite car by far. This is
Snack.
my baby.
Snack.
But one thing that I didn't say about my Trans Am, I had a turbo 350 built for it. So that's, I don't know, that's good for like 1,300, 1,400 horsepower, which I'm never going to make in that car. But I've been waiting on my buddy to have some room at his shop so I can swap it without doing it on the ground like I have every other transmission. So I have a lot of good solid parts for it. Got this Hurst quarter stick, which is just beautiful.
Weak.
If anybody's in the DFW or just Texas area, you know of Stan Hopkins. When you race, you know of Stan Hopkins. He built that drive shaft. I guarantee you that's never going to break, ever. But I have my torque arm relocation bracket and trans mount relocation bracket right there from BMR. That's really cool. You're never going to see it, but it looks really cool. So I have everything ready to swap the Turbo 350 in, but I got to do it, and that's why it's on the trailer, because it's going to be done here pretty soon.
Yeah, we were supposed to go drop it off, like 2 or 3 days ago, something like that, and then ended up not being able to for a couple reasons, but it'll get done sooner or later. But
I miss that car so much. That is, when I bought that car, I was flip-flopping back and forth. I wanted to sell the GTO. No, I want to sell that. No, I want to sell that. So I'm just going to keep them both. But I did get rid of the Camaro. I don't have the Camaro anymore.
Yeah, the Slam 3.6 super cool Camaro is now gone.
And after I sold that, I bought an Audi A5 with a big turbo and APR Stage 2, whatever. That was pretty cool. And then I sold that and got the Trans Am. And I bought a truck back in August of last year, the 03 3500 Dodge, 6-speed, really cool truck, honestly, in my opinion. But it gave me so many problems. So I fixed it, and the day I fixed it, I sold it and bought that.
Yeah, so
it's like 3 weeks ago.
If you can notice a pattern, both of us owned Cummins just a few months ago, and now both of us own Ford Power Strokes. So
yeah,
I think that might say something.
Yeah.
Well, I did love my truck, and it was pretty good to me. The motor itself was mint on mine. It was actually really good. It had like over 300,000 miles, no hiccups, but the transmission was quite the issue.
Even my 6-speed was awful.
Yeah.
600, that was junk. Still junk. Yeah,
my truck went through like 4 transmissions at least, something like that.
Mine went through 2. Another thing, I don't even think I have pictures of it anymore, but I bought a 96 12 valve, black. It was the club cabs that had a door that swung open, 4-wheel drive, 5-speed, had a big turbo on it and injectors and all that stuff. And I bought it for $5,500 and I sold it for $8,500 2 weeks later. So I think that was a pretty good deal.
Good
of course,
deal.
All that money is gone now, but
Good deal. Good deal.
good deal.
But yeah, that's kind of a little wrap of what at least me and Chris have got going on so far. Definitely going to have more videos going in depth of each thing individually, but we just want to get an overview of everything that's happened since so much has changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also we may not be posting super often. I don't know yet what our schedule is going to be like. Only time will tell, but for sure I'll put, here's his Instagram right here, his Instagram. He posts pretty often, and I'll put mine, I don't know, right here or something. I'll put it in here. I post probably every other day or something like that, but I have like on the stories on Instagram, I save all my stories that I post about my build and what's going on. So if you ever are interested in what's going on and you want day-to-day updates or something like that, we're usually posting constantly on there. Just actual videos are a little bit harder to do because you have to record it and kind of decide what's worth recording and blah blah blah. And I don't know, with the phone you just push the button, then you just hit upload.
Right. I do go back to college here in about a month or so, and I don't know what my plan is because I'm going to be living there. So I know I can come back whenever I want, and I definitely will. But my roommate and I are trying to get a shop down there. So I don't know if we're going to buy a little piece of land and put a shop on, or rent a shop out. I don't know, but we need one. I think all of us need one. There's only too much junk. I have too much junk.
Yeah, way too much junk for a little neighborhood over here. But I think that's gonna wrap it up. This video is already gonna be way longer than I thought it would be, but you know, this is catching up on like a year's worth of progress we've made. But yep, just stay tuned. We should have a couple videos coming up soon. We might be looking into what he's gonna do with this motor, or probably, I don't know, maybe swapping the trans on the Trans Am.
I think we might be able to pull that off.
And like, we're about to go, maybe in a day or a little bit, we're gonna go test fit the LS1 and see how, get measurements and see what's all gonna fit up and what's gonna go where in the Datsun. So we got lots of cool things coming. So yeah, just stay tuned, and I guess we'll see you in the next video, whenever that may be.
Alrighty.